Hello guys, today we are going to talk about Shanghai Tower, a very beautiful and miracle structure of civil engineering. It is a very appealing building and a quite good looking building located in Shanghai in China, and we will discuss that its total height is about 632 meters. It is the second tallest skyscraper building of the world after the Burj Khalifa. It ranked the second most tallest building of the world, and its total height is 632 meters, out of which 583.6 meters approximately is the floor occupied height. It consists of 133 floors, out of which 128 floors are all above the ground and 5 floors are below the ground or the underground floors. And the construction cost which came to construct the Shanghai Tower, such a beautiful structure, is almost 15 billion CNY in Chinese currency, and in US currency it happens to be 2.42 billion US dollars. And it is designed by architectural firm, means its architectural design is given by a firm Gensler, and its structural design is given by a firm Thornton Tomasetti. So Shanghai Tower was constructed on the basis of these designs, and its construction was completed in 2015. So now we are going to discuss that how can we model Shanghai Tower in Revit, in Autodesk Revit software. So guys, now we are in the Revit software, and we will learn that how can we model Shanghai Tower in Revit easily. So we have discussed that the height of the Shanghai Tower in meters is 632 meter, and the total floor occupied height is approximately 583 point something point 6 meter. So we will see that how can we provide this height in Revit. So first of all, you will see that I will go to the elevation in east, and you will see these kinds of level that I have already prepared for this design. So I will explain now that what are these levels. So from the ground level it has gone up to now 128 stories, because in Shanghai Tower there are 128 story buildings, and then we move towards the last level, because it is only a parapet structure. And here we can see that 4.56 meter is the inter-story distance I provided, and where from this distance came, this is actually 583.6 meter. The story height is divided by 128 stories, and from this value 4.56 meter came from, which I taken as inter-story distance. But again I am telling that this cannot be an actual height value. It is again derived from the heights given on the internet. So in this manner we provided a distance of 4.56 meter, an inter-story distance, and we move towards upward 128 story, and we can see that at the height at the 128 story is 583.68 meter, which is approximately occupied floor height area of the Shanghai Tower. Now we will discuss further modeling and now we will move towards massing and site tab, and we will select this option in place mass. Here the name mass 3 is coming, but you can place any name, and then you will click OK. Reference planes, two reference planes are along x and y axis, so we will select reference plane, shortcut is RP, and we will draw it as such. So these are the two reference plane drawn. Now we will provide name to these reference plane. Simply click on that, and you will click on that, and I will provide X name here, and along this is Y name here. So in this way we provided names to our reference plane RPs. Now what we have to do, we will draw a square of almost 54 meter into 54 meter. Now where this 54 meter came from, it is actually from the rough calculations I have got from the internet. So this 54 by 54 meter came from the total floor area of the Shanghai Tower, which is approximately 3,80,000 meters square. So we divided 3,80,000 meters square by 128 floors, so approximately 54 by 54 meter length and width of a floor came. So these are our approximate calculations to design this building, and now we will select the square, and we will make it of approximately 54 to 54 meter. So this kind of square I got, and now we will place it on the center line of these RPs. I will move it and this in this way. So now we will do another thing, that we will rotate this square by an angle of 45 degree. How we will, I will show you that. So we will click on it and we will go to modify tab, and then there is rotate option. Then we will provide angle of 45 degree here, and then we will go to 0 degree, and then it is 45 degree. So we have rotated our rectangle square by 45 degree here. So after rotating it at an angle of 45 degree and adjusting, we will go to default 3D model, and here we will find such a square in 3D model. So we click on it and an option create form will appear. We will go to create form and we will select solid form. So you will see that there will a solid form will create. Now we will again go to east elevation, and then we will simply drag this form to the highest floor of the Shanghai Tower, like this, as I am doing. So now it is good. Now we have to do some rough kind of modeling here, and we can see this kind of interface. So we click on line, and then we will go towards a straight line. So actually we do not know that at which point the curvature of the Shanghai Tower starts, so we are assuming it like a point here. So we will click on it and put a line on near the top, and like this way, and then we will go towards this way, and then we will go downward at the same level, like this way, and then we will create an outer structure like this way. We will complete it further as it is shown in this way, in a straight line, and then I will connect it to this point. So in this way our outer design is almost completed, but now I have to do one more thing, that we have to trim the extra lines. So for this purpose I will use trim command. TR is the shortcut, and then click on that, and then click on this, so that part is trimmed. And also extend command, so these two are also trimmed. So as you can see that when I will click on this, then the whole structure is selected. So it means that the whole structure is combined with each other, and there is no need of further trim and extend command. So now we will go towards the 3D model, and we click on default 3D view. So this we will have model in the 3D view, and you can see that outer structure is made in this way in the east elevation. So you will click on that, and then we will go to create form, and we will go this time to the void form option. So this kind of structure will appear, which is showing the void form. So now click on anywhere else on the window interface, and you will have such kind of model. Now you will have to click on this part, this structure, this outer part, and you will have such kind of 3 arrows. So we will click on this red arrow, and we will drag it to the right portion. So in this way we got the Shanghai Tower basic main structure. And now we will see it in different views, and you can see that such kind of model we have obtained. Now we have to model a rectangular trapezoidal structure in it, and now we have to move towards the north elevation, and then we have to create a trapezoidal structure. As we can see in Shanghai Tower, there is a trapezoidal structure at the top of the tower. So we can model it by clicking the line, and then it is maybe already modeled, but we have to click on it again, so we can again model it on the same lines, and then we will close the polygon structure, and then we will have to go towards finish edit mode. And here, so now we have such kind of model, such kind of an interface, and then we will select this trapezoidal structure and go to select void form, and then again adjust it. And as I have already adjusted it in this project, so I will go to finish mask, and then we will see that such a kind of a structure will create. So again we will go to have 3D model. So in 3D model we have such kind of a beautiful structure of Shanghai Tower of China, and you can see that we have modeled approximately near to the actual Shanghai Tower and a trapezoidal structure of parapet at the top. Now we have to render this image. For this purpose we have to click RR on the keyboard, and before that we will go towards to capture a picture towards camera, and for this purpose like this. So we will arrange this picture like this, and then we will have to adjust it like this, and it is good. Then we will click RR, and we will select printer at 150 dpi and exterior sun only, sun, sky, maybe few clouds, and then we have to go to render. So after few seconds it will go the image, a rendered image. So we can see that it is our rendered image of the Shanghai Tower. Now there is one more thing, that the Shanghai Tower is made of the glass walls, curtain walls. You can also place curtain walls for the actual and appealing look by going massing inside and curtain system. So you can also use that for a good and proper look. So I can export this image from here and anything about Shanghai Tower, and then it's going to be saved. So my image is saved now, and then I can close it. So this is the Shanghai Tower model structure tutorial, and this is all about today, guys. If you liked the video, if you learned anything from this video, then kindly like it and share it and subscribe my channel, please. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz.